My earliest memory of the J was when I was about 3.5 or 4 years old. My parents and my older sister Jackie took me to the pool down there because they wanted me to learn how to swim. And they put me in the water, and even though I was small, didn't weigh a whole lot, I sank all the time. I sank all the time. And this is the pool down on Linwood Boulevard at the J. And seemed like a big building to me, but when I drive by it now, it doesn't look quite that big compared to what we've got today. But it was 3 stories high. The steps were worn, going upstairs, going downstairs. And but I learned to swim. I had an instructor, and of course, my older sister was a lifeguard, so she helped me swim and learn how to swim better. And I had a lot of fun experiences there. I went to camp down there, Camp Jacobson, which was Jewish Community Center camp. And it was fun. I met a lot of nice people down there. In fact, it was interesting because Bob DeWitt was one of the counselors down there. And he was just an outgoing guy as a teenager. And I really enjoyed meeting him. And some of the other people down there were great advisors and counselors. And I met a lot of young people that became friends of mine for life. So I also then joined Young Judea, which turned out to be a Jewish youth Zionist organization. And it was fun to talk about Israel and talk about the war that was going on over there for the War of Independence. And I was 8 years old when that was happening. So it was a very interesting time in my life. And watching President Truman recognize the state of Israel was very impressive, knowing that he was basically a hometown guy. So then I got active in BBYO, AZA specifically. And I learned a lot about leadership through that. I was very fortunate that our advisor was a man named Jack Farb, who was the athletic director for the J. And we'd already moved out to, or were moving out, I guess, to Holmes, I think, about that time. I can't remember exactly when the Holmes Road opened for the J. But he had a philosophy of asking people, so what'd you fail at this week? And of course, most people say nothing. His answer was, you haven't tried hard enough. Well, but I didn't fail. Right, but you don't know how high you can jump or how fast you can run until you fail. And then you fail forward because you learn by your mistakes. Everybody learns more by their mistakes than they do their successes. So he always encouraged people to push yourself, make mistakes, and learn what you did wrong. And that was one of the most valuable lessons I had in life. He also encouraged people to become leaders, and he pushed people to become leaders in the chapter and in the region. And so he pushed me to become vice president, Aleph Sagan, and then Aleph Gadol as president of the chapter. And then he said, Howard, you've got ability to stand up and talk. You've got some great ideas. Why don't you run for vice president of the region, the Mocan region? I did that, and I won. And we did a lot of fun things when I was vice president. And Aleph Sagan is in the Hebrew. And the next year I ran for Aleph Gadol. The nice thing was no one ran against me. So they thought that I did it, so I won by acclamation. One person said, I voted against you. Why? Because it shouldn't be unanimous. So I'm supporting you. So then I went on to the district level, and I served on the district executive committee for District 2, which doesn't mean anything today, but it was a big district back then. There were 7 or 8 states involved in it. And so it was a big organization. And I went to a couple international conventions and to leadership development that they had. And that was an exciting thing because I learned a lot more that really helped me throughout my life.